Hello and welcome to a new day of game development. Uh, Very good Friday. I'm feeling fine, and I hope you are feeling fine too. So let me say what's up to the guys that are here. So we have Sharkwave, we have that one guy, we have Jack Black, we have Moinlef, and Cool Guy are here, and Deep Sonoff is here too. What's up, guys? How is it going? I hope it's going well for you. And today, hola romance space, hola. So yeah, today we are making or refactoring some stuff, and also advancing a little bit more on the functionality for our first boss. I don't think we're gonna be able to complete it today because it's a lot of work. But we're gonna get there. We're first gonna let me show you what I've done off stream, so you can see the changes that I have done. And let me get my virtual background going on. There we go. And first, that one guy said something. I'm good. Didn't get much sleep, but I don't know. Free of school today because some friends are coming over. Yeah. That's awesome. Awesome. And you say, what are like his attacks? His attacks are, well, I can show you. Let me open Notion. So there I have everything like defined, and uh, yeah, this is it. So we're gonna have 3 attacks for this guy. The most powerful one is gonna be like the charge. He's gonna, after some seconds, he's gonna try and charge at you, like going super fast at you, and you have to like dash to avoid it. You won't be able uh to avoid his attack unless you dash. So you'll have to be like super prepared to do that. And the other 2 are like basically when he gets too close to you, he's gonna try to like ground slam with both fists, and also stomping. Like it's gonna do a stomp. They're gonna work similarly, and those are gonna be his 3 attacks. And after he does 3 charges, I want him to like basically slow down and like lower his stance, so you can hit him. And when he has his stance lowered, you're gonna be able to deal way more damage. And Moin, like you say, I don't have internet. What a shame, dude. I Hope it gets better. And that one guy you say, have you started working on the lore? No, no lore yet. Haven't worked on anything story related yet. And Cheese is here, says, hello, I'm late because I was watching the Drift bus. Well, no worries at all. And welcome to the stream. How is it going, Cheese? All right, so let's get into here because I have some stuff working very weirdly right now. Because if you see, I'm just reworking the way the animation system works, and you can see this guy walks a little bit, I don't know, silly, and that's just because I've been reworking the whole animation system. Um, so yeah, let me show you what we have. So now let's see, on humanoid animation handler, I showed a little bit of that yesterday, but I haven't finished it because it takes a lot of time. But I think once we have it locked in, it's gonna be super good. And Miho is here, says I'm late because I'm here. But but I'm just listening before I became part of a chat. Okay, no worries, Mijo. It's always a pleasure to have you here. So welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. And Cheese, you say I'm doing good. I have to give my absolute best to finish my video tomorrow. Well, awesome, awesome. I'll see. Then, are you gonna publish it tomorrow, Cheese, or you're gonna publish it some other day? Yeah, excited about that too. All right, so yeah, we have our animation states. So for each piece of our character, we have an animation, and this can be idle, walking, on air, dashing, aiming, and spell casting. And for example, when you change a state, it's gonna first ask, okay, is the state the same as I'm trying it to change? Because if I'm trying to make it walk and it's already walking, I don't need to do anything. And when you left, you say Gemini created an educational program for everything. So I started learning C sharp. I began learning logic and found it similar to HTML. Well, that's nice. That's nice. How's it going so far? And Cheese, you say, yeah, I'll do my best to publish it tomorrow at yeah, at 15 CET, like Central Europe time. All right, all right. Okay. So yeah, and what if I don't have the state? I'm just going to assign whatever animation state, and I'm gonna say, okay, that part is switching state. So what does that mean? It means that if a part is switching states, basically here, I'm asking it, okay, if the fit is switching state, and I do like a change, um, if that is false, I'm gonna return. Like I'm not switching states, so I don't need to animate it. But if I am, this is gonna continue, and it's gonna do whatever happens here. So depending on what animation we have, for idle, is gonna like move everything back to default. For on air, is gonna rotate the feet. For dashing, is gonna do whatever. And you can see like these parts are separated because we can animate. The feet could be walking while the hands are dashing or whatever. Well, I don't think that's gonna happen ever. But yeah, like the hands in a realistic scenario, the hands could be casting spells while you're walking with the feet, torso, and head. So yeah, those things are separated. And when I love you say that's exactly how it is. And the cheese guy you say, I always forget that CET contains time. Yeah, it's Central Europe time, right? And Charquib, you say you should add the classic cheat code combination up, down, left, right, and such as a secret spell, as an Easter egg. That would be cool. That would be cool. Because who would know? Who would know except us? Let's go in here on feedback and add that. Um, hidden hidden spell. I don't know what it will do, but I like the idea of having a secret spell. Konami Code update when? Yeah, I'm not sure about that one. Uh, wizard using a Mac. Dude, you really want the wizard to use Mac. All right. So the thing is, let's see where our problems are. Because here, when we start and we jump, for example, everything's fine. Like I may, um, like it may be good that we make the hands go up too, only if they are not being used for anything else. But yeah, if they are not being used for anything else, um, I can make it like jump. Where do we have problems? Here, when we are walking, basically, when we are walking, you see, it gets to this state where it doesn't reset correctly. It doesn't reset um, the animation. So it's like walking out on his like tiptoeing, and say that guy. The Easter egg should be a wizard using mag, to be honest. And Miho will say up, up, down, down, left, right. VA start. Yeah, we'll see what we do. And Jack Black, you say, yo, downloading Blender now. Awesome, awesome. Um, so if you do something and you want to share it, like feel free to do it because I will really like to see what you do. And Dipson off, you say, can you add titles which you unlock throughout the game? Titles. What about what do you mean with titles, Dipson off? Okay, so yeah, the problem is I'm not resetting from. I think it's from jump, maybe. Because if I go here and I just I'm here and I start walking, the walk, well, it looks a little bit different from what it looked before, but that's just because I haven't like dialed it in right now. I'm still in the process of making it. So you know what? I'm gonna do the same thing I did yesterday. I'm just gonna save all my changes, and we're gonna move on to making the functionality for the boss. Just because I think this is gonna take a while, and it's gonna be like mostly code, and it's not going to be like super visible, and it's something that was already in the game. So I'm just gonna do it off stream. So let me save it. And Moin Left, you say I'll be back. Bye. Okay, Moin Left. I'll see you later. And like Rock Crumbler. Oh, like titles for uh your wizard. Like you get titles like that. Okay. Yeah, we would have something like that. I don't know where we should get them, but maybe they could be tied to your they could be tied to what you normally use. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But let me copy your message here, Dipsonov. Let me put it in here on feedback, and it's gonna be um titles or what could be a better name for this or a name that I understand better. Um, yeah, wizard titles. Wizard titles. And here inside, I'm just gonna put the message. I don't know why your image didn't get picked up. Mm, let me see. Now, now we have it. Say the Easter egg should summon a black hole that crashes the game a second after being summoned because of it being too much power. Yeah, we could do something like that too. Yeah. Let's do wizard titles, like defeating bosses, complete mission in order to claim it. Yeah, we could experiment with the wizard titles for sure. Now, let me save this. Let me save this in here. Let me go to this one. Because, yeah, I need to save this whole thing. And yeah, let's save it on Statch. On the Statch that we did yesterday. just so we don't lose this, because we're gonna basically delete this. All right, I think that's saved. I hope I don't lose anything. I hope I don't lose anything. Let's see, landing. Yeah, for these things, maybe I'll lose some things, but it won't be that hard to get back. On player movement. Mm, yeah, let me copy this one too. Let me just copy this one for player movement, and I'm gonna store it right here on Statch below it. Let's save and yeah, we're good. We're good. Now, let's close this because we're not going to be using this. And let's go into here. Discard all changes, I think. Discard all changes. Yeah. So that's gonna get us to basically where we were yesterday. And now we have to recover from the stats or changes that we did. So what's happening? Okay. Yeah, so you see the animation looks much better now because that's the previous animation that we had. But yeah, I'm gonna try and make it work with the other animation system that I just was like reworking. So all right. Let me read you for a little bit. Dipson off, you say NPCs. Yeah, we're gonna have NPCs. For now, we're not thinking about those things just because we have a lot to tackle right here. Like we're just doing the first boss. Probably next week, we are gonna finish this boss because I don't think we're gonna finish it today. Probably next week we're gonna finish it. We're gonna have version 0.2 out, and I'm gonna tell you what version 0.3 will be about. And Shark Baby say I gotta go for now, but I'll be back later on. Okay, talk to you later then. I'll see you later. Bye bye. And that one guy you say, if Wizard can't use Mac, can he at least use a Linux? I know he doesn't use OSs. The only OS that's gonna be in the game is gonna be Katos or Cat OS. And Jack Black, would you say Blender is easier on laptop or tablet? I would say it's easier on, well, depending on what you're doing. Because if you're gonna be sculpting, probably tablet is better. But if you're gonna do anything else or like hard surfaces, I would say laptop. All right, so here, let's go into GitHub Desktop, and we want to go from the stats or the stats changes, and we're gonna restore what we had yesterday. So that's probably gonna make a lot of things go like be messed up, and just because yesterday they were messed up, so we need to still like tackle them. Yeah, you see this guy like it's trying to charge at us, and yeah, it does like a little bit of charge. Yeah, we need to figure out how to make it look good. And Cheese, you say, well, but the wizard needs an OS to run him. Well, this is gonna be whatever version or whatever OS you're playing on, I guess. Yeah, but if I do add an OS, it's not going to be it's not going to be Windows, and it's not going to be Mac. Maybe Linux, maybe. All right, so let's get into this guy. I'm gonna open everything that I have for him. So if we go into the big guy, we have its animation handler, which we are not going to change anything from here. So I'm not going to even open it. We have his brain, health, and I don't think I'm just gonna a little bit open there, but I won't be touching it now. The only things that I'm going to be touching or changing today are his brain and movement. So Yesterday we added some things like is on charge setup, so we would know what are we doing here. And this thing wasn't really working. I guess I'm gonna we could have an enum of the the state he is in. So instead of having is on charge or is on charge setup, we're gonna have like charge state, and charge state um is gonna be either on charge or charge setup, you know? So we don't have to have separate variables for that. And if we want to add more, we can easily add more. Um, but yeah, let's do that because I think that's gonna like let us know better in what step of the movement we are. So let's open an enum. This is gonna be called charge state. We can change its name later if we find that we are gonna be adding other stuff that are not only for charging. So charge um yeah, charge state, because we also have like we could also have like logged in, or yeah, logged in looking at the player. Let's see. Let's do charge state, and we're gonna open this here. We are gonna have no or none probably. We're gonna have charging or charge setup and charge. So instead of is charge setup or is on charge, we're gonna delete both of those. And here, we're gonna have a private, because I don't think we're gonna need to open it or access it in any other script. Private is gonna be charge state, and this should be charge states because we have multiple states. So charge states, and we're gonna have charge state, or we can also like call it current charge state because that's our current one that we're keeping track of. We're gonna start this on none. So it's gonna be charge states none. So that's how we start. Now, let's fix every single step where we were using the is on charge setup or is on charge. So here, instead of is on charge setup, we're gonna set the current charge state is gonna be equal to charge states dot charge setup. So we know we are on that state. Okay, where else do we have where are we using that? So here we're gonna ask, instead of is on charge, we're gonna ask if current charge state equals charge state charge. So it is on charge, it's charging right now. And else if we're gonna do like basically a copy and paste, and if it's on charge setup, we're gonna do another thing. So here we don't actually need to do the is on charge setup or an is on charge set to true, because we basically like are already there. Charge setup. Oh no. So is on charge setup is no longer going to be true. So instead of setting one to false and one to true, I just do current charge state is going to be equal to charge states dot charge. So we know exactly on which charge state we are on. So I think we have a couple more places where we were using those variables. So let's get let's take care of those. There. And Nepal's here says, "Hey yo, what's up, Nepal? Welcome to the stream. How is it going, dude? How is it going? How is your Friday going?" Okay, so here is on charge is set to false. But what is it gonna be? When I do the charge, I is on charge is false. Charge timer. Yeah, so basically I'm counting the time before it goes to another thing. So let's do here. Let's do uh current charge state equals charge states, or yeah, charge states dot none, so nothing, and we're good with that, like that. And Napoli say not too bad. I can barely go outside because of the weather. Other than that, I'm okay. How's the weather there? How's the weather? Are you? Is it very hot out there, or what? What's happening? Mm, the complete opposite, blizzardy. Yeah, I get it. I get it. It's if that's a word. You wish it was hot, dude. You don't wish that it was hot. Or well, here we have like the complete opposite. So maybe we're each wishing to have the opposite. Like I just want a break from the hot, and maybe you just want a break from the cold. All right. So here, if is on charge, I'm gonna return. So here, um, current charge state dot or equals. What did we have there? It was is on charge. Okay, so charging. Current charge state equals charge states charge, just charge, not setup. We're gonna return because we don't want to modify the rotation if we are currently doing a charge. And now police say, I mean, I guess I always wish whatever the opposite of the current weather is. Yeah, very very relatable. It happens. It happens. And Dipson of you say, can you make a spell that creates a clone of you that does damage to the enemy? Um, let me. I'm not sure. Let me add it to the suggestions or like the feedback. Because it's for sure an interesting spell. Let me add it to feedback. I still have to think about this is gonna be like clone spell. Because we have one that it would work very similarly, and I don't know why it copied your profile picture two times, but yeah, we have a lot of things to be considered. So I'm gonna tell you which ones are gonna actually get into the game and which ones are, or at least are not going to be in the second version or the next version. But yeah, I'll consider. I'll consider. All right, so because it does sound cool. Okay, so charge state or return. So now, am I setting this values correctly? So let's see, charge setup, and I'm gonna comment this. This is called when starting to set up charge. The charge. This happens while charging, and I'm gonna make it big so you can see like that, you know. And I'm gonna, for now, I'm just gonna keep those highlighted so you know, like you can read those easily because I know in my screen they show up like with not a lot of opacity, but I can still see it. But I don't know if you'll be able to see this these messages as easily as I can. Okay, so motor base velocity, charge speed. Okay, so here, what happens on fixed update? Because it's gonna do various things in fixed update. So let's see what is happening in what are we inheriting from? We are inheriting from enemy movement. So here, what happens on fixed update on enemy movement? Because we need to know what do we have there? Let's go in there. And on fixed update, we have move to target and set entity moving. Yeah, depending on the motor, base velocity, magnitude. All right. So, um, what will I do? Because I would certainly like to move to target, but only if I'm not charging and only, yeah. So maybe I'm gonna do here, I'll charge and I'll return, and here, else if I'll do whatever I'm doing here and then I'll return. Because I don't want to get here unless I'm not charging, you know? Oh, stream avatars are broken. Let me fix them. Thank you for letting me know, Neville. Yeah, they're always they always get broken like at least once or twice during the stream. And Dipson off you say, can you make that the boss spawns enemy every 20 to 30 seconds? This one is not going to spawn enemies. But for other bosses, we are gonna have a boss that is gonna be like a summoner of some type. Um, so yeah, that one is gonna spawn enemies, but this one is not. Like this one is gonna be like one of the first enemies that the first bosses that you're gonna fight. So it better be simple. But for other ones, for sure, for sure. All right. So okay, let's separate this a little bit just so it's a little bit more organized. And what do we have here? So we have on fixed update, if it's charging, we are just doing the charge, nothing else. And what do we have on the charge? Charge timer is yeah, it's basically like this charge timer minus equals time. Yeah, it's basically a countdown. So when that countdown um, comes to an end, like I get to 0, I'll set the charge state to none. I'll set can't move again. Lock rotation to target is going to be false. And I finished the charge, so I let the other script know that I finished the charge. And the charge timer, I reset that charge timer. And Dipston off you say a wizard boss, not necessarily a wizard, but sure, yeah, something like that, some type of like summoner or uh I don't know, something magical that spawns enemies. So yeah, all right, could be a wizard, could be. All right, so see here, charge timer. I think we're good with this thing that we're doing here. Now for move to target, we are all right. If can't move equal false, return. This is just overriding what we already had on the move to target. Lock rotation to target equal return. Okay, and what happens on rotation? So on rotation, if I'm charging, I don't update the rotation. And well, I'll first have to well, nothing. Because I thought maybe I have to snap the rotation towards like facing the player before I do the charge, but I'm already doing that on uh, on the charge setup. So let's see, because we need to. I think we need a higher speed for our charge. So let's do on charge speed. We don't have assigned. We haven't assigned anything. Let's assign something very big, like I think the normal movement speed is like 11, 12. So we're gonna do something like 20 or 25. So it gets very hard. It's gonna be very hard to avoid one of the charges from this guy, from big guy. So let's go in here, and we have to change from here or variables. So it's gonna be on our movement script, and precisely on. Well, we should have a header for this. I don't know if we have it. Big guy movement. Yeah, we don't have a header. But let's put a header here. So header is gonna be uh, big guy stuff or big guy section, and I'm gonna like make it big so like it's very clear. This is another section. And Cheesy say, Roman, I asked you in the Discord, but I forgot you're streaming. Do you want to be mentioned in my video for testing my game? Uh, sure, if you can. I would. It would be an honor for me to appear in one of your videos. So for sure, yeah. Yeah, I don't really check a lot of Discord, sorry, when I'm streaming, because yeah, I'm streaming, so it gets a little bit distracting. But if you want to, if you want me to see something like it's like I should see right now, go ahead and tell me. And Dips don't know if you say modes of difficulty. Here we're probably gonna have some. That's very good to that you mentioned that because I don't think I have it anywhere. And I should have maybe not now, but in the future when we get closer to the game being finished, we should have like a toggle for difficulty. So like you whatever however you want to play, you can play. So let's do modes of or yeah difficulty. See modes here and let's put it here. And Cheese, you say understandable. It's already cool that you read chat here. Also, no, I just want to ask this question. There's nothing to see. All right, all right. Well, no worries, no worries. All right. So big guy section. We should be able to see it now on here on the inspector. And we need to make this, or we need to wait for this to load. And here you see we have a little bit of a section for this guy. So charge speed is gonna be, let's set it to 25. The charge setup time, let's set it to, is gonna be 2 seconds, and the charge time is gonna be like a second. So let's do play. Let's press play. And let's see, what is this guy doing right now? He's in state of chasing. I think I didn't set up correctly the timing, or let's go into the big guy brain. And here on start, the timer, I am setting it to something between the minimum and the maximum, but I think I'm not using it correctly. So let's check out why that happens. So let's see. Let's see. We have the boss states chasing, and this is gonna be the main state. So we're gonna like be there. Yeah, we start on chasing. Let's see if we are starting on chasing. Yes, we are. So now we are on chasing. Let's continue. So here is gonna check for and it's gonna try to do the switch. So when it gets to less or equal to 0, it's gonna tell the big guy to do a charge setup. It's gonna set the boss states to charge, and it's gonna restart the timer. So now it's gonna be on charge, and on charge, well, nothing really happens on charge. Nothing really happens on charge. And nothing happens on low stance. So yeah, we are good. It's just for like getting like just knowing where we are in terms of the behavior. So let's see if this works. Let's see if this works because it should go from chasing to charge. Like do it 3 times. And Cheese Guy say I make an exception for Romaners because yes. And yeah, you have to download straight from Google Drive, so you just have to trust me. Yeah, trust Cheese Guy. He's I played his game, so no virus. All right. So I want to know. It's okay. It's currently set to chasing, but it seems to be locked. Maybe I need to change something. Okay. Yeah. I need to get there without having a zone appearing. Okay, it's set to chasing and it's set to charge right now. And chasing. It's very weird. Yeah, it's chasing. And it gets to charge. Okay, it kinda did like a charge, but I don't know. And now it's on low stance. Okay, so it shouldn't get to low stance because when he gets to low stance, well, we're gonna need to trigger something else. Mm, secret titles or dev title? Yeah, we're gonna do the titles thing. And Nick, you say, well, first of all, hello and welcome to the stream. How's it going, Nick? And you say, backed and locked out of my room with the only collection of micro A chargers for the next hour because someone can't read and gave me the wrong keys before going out. Wow, 2%. Safe to say I won't be here for long. Wow. Um, but there's no one like that can open it for you, or is there a way to sneak in? All right. So when we get to low stance, we need to call low stance here. So yeah, let's do charge setup or charge. We're gonna change the name of this later, but it's gonna be low stance. So on low stance, what am I gonna do? Because I could make it when I change to low stance, I could make it like just stop moving at all. But also, I need to like communicate to the player when I stop the low stance. So yeah, let's do low stance and let's call it from here. So or let's do a function for that. Here, private void or I don't think it's gonna be private. No, this is gonna be public void low stance or set low stance. And need to say the owners of the thing might have a copy, but they are not around. And I'm not climbing 2 stories and breaking a window for a charge. Well, I'm glad you're not. I'm glad you're not, but what a thing! What a thing to get. Well, do you have anything else to do? Because what are you gonna be doing if you don't have your charger, or are you going somewhere else? All right. So set low stance is just going to make the current charge state equals charge states low stance. Can we move? Can move is set to false, and we can set the yeah we could set the low stance here and tell it to resume moving from the brain. Like, should we handle this from the brain or from the movement? I think from the brain would make sense. Nick, you say destroying the room if I run out of power. The funny thing is that they have 3 USB-C chargers, and I usually carry a spare cable that I don't have for some reason now when it's needed. Uh, you run out of luck. All the gambling had to come to this end. Yeah, damn, bro, and it proceeds to play slots. All right, can't move. It's true, or sorry, it's false. And yeah, I'm gonna do the set low stance is gonna be a bull value, and I'm gonna set. Mm, I'm gonna set the lock target rotation equals value, and can move equals value. Or okay, so if I set it to true, it said it's low stance is true, can move equals false. So it's gonna be the opposite of value, and lock rotation to target is gonna be the opposite of value. And here, if value is true, I'm gonna set the current charge state to low stance, and else I'm gonna set it to the only other possibility is set to false. So current charge state is gonna be equal to charge states dot none. So no charge state. Nick is saying what I mean freezing to death. The keys got mixed up, not deleted. Yeah, he's not gonna have trouble like surviving or anything. Otherwise, the situation would be different. And Yamotha says, "Hi, what's up, Yamotha? Welcome to the stream. How is it going?" And need to say, I could complain more, but I don't wanna. I'm in the second room. We have two, and all of my stuff is in the other one. Like bought out. The other one is a floor under. And Dips, don't know if you say EXP and level systems. Yes, we are gonna have that for sure. Like that's something that we are gonna have. So all right. So set low stance. We're gonna have the low stance timer here. So let's see. We're gonna do a low stance timer. Let's do switch to charge. We have a switch to charge timer. We have a charges before low stance timer or a number. Current charges. I'm gonna have another timer. So it's gonna be always the same. Let's do here serialize field, private, float, and it's gonna be low stance time. I think it could be like a solid 3 seconds that you have to hit the enemy because you're gonna deal a lot more damage when you're on low stance. And we have to have the timer. So private, float, low stance timer. And on start, I want to set that timer to low stance timer equals low stance time. And I would like to put an F here just so we know this is these are uh, floating points or floating point numbers. And two kids on a dog, but sure. And you say bye. Well, I guess you're getting you're getting no power. So bye bye, Nick. I hope you get your keys soon so you can like open the room. And Napoli say, all right, I get going. Have a great day, everyone. Well, thank you for joining Nepo, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye. Take care. You're not. You're gonna be kicked out by force. All right. So let's see. I hope. Well, you get the keys soon, dude. Okay. So low stance timer equals low stance time. And here, when we are on low stance or on low stance, let's create. Yeah, I'm gonna separate the functionality for all of this stuff. I'm gonna do a private void charge. I'll do a private void charge. I'll do a private void chasing. I'll do a private void low stance. So when we are on low stance, we're just gonna do low stance here, and we can control everything there. On charge, we're gonna do charge. So everything is a little bit more clean. I'm gonna copy everything from here, and this is just going to do chasing. And let's put everything from chasing back there. So we can have everything a little bit cleaner. Nick is going to fight to death of his phone. Yeah, bad situation he got into. And Dipsonov, you say, or Dipson. How do you pronounce it? I guess Dipson. Maybe add a spell that makes the player invisible and can't be detected by the enemy. Yeah, let me add that one. Because I don't know if we're gonna have like stealth or anything. But I'm gonna consider if we're gonna have stealth. So it's gonna be invisibility spell. Visibility spell. Let's get into there. Like that. All right, all right, all right. So we have chasing. Let's see what happens on low stance. On low stance, we're just gonna well, first when we get to low stance, where is this? Yeah, we get to low stance. We need to make the the timer reset. So we're gonna do this. It's gonna be low stance timer equals low stance time. And need to say nope, no micro, a charger. What? No micro, a charger. All right, so here in micro A, I'm getting confused. What are you talking about, Nick? Like USB type? Uh, you use USB type A? No micro etcher. Dude, I'm so confused. So confused now. But I guess like you're just referring to the it's the old phone port. Right now it's USB-C. Oh, okay, okay. So you need the USB type A. Is that right? Yeah, I also use that one for my phone. It's a hassle because not a lot of people have that one, or at least here. They all use like USB-C. And my phone is quite old, so yeah. And not like for example, this headphones use C. So I have sometimes I don't have the C, so I can charge them, or other times I don't have the A, so I can charge my phone. Very annoying. All right, so let's see. When we are in low stance, we're just gonna do low stance timer equals minus or minus equals low. Where it's not low stance time. It's gonna be time that fixed delta time, and if the low stance timer is less or equal to 0, I'm gonna do what? The action that should take it to normal, right? So it's gonna like resetting it to the normal uh, thing. So it's basically going to do chasing or state. Let's see, current boss state equals boss state dot Chasing. Back to chasing. Um, well, I guess I wouldn't really need to set the timer there because I could reset it here. So here, low stance timer equals low stance time. And where am I doing this also? Because I think I'm doing this somewhere else too. Yeah, there. So I don't need to do this. And need to say, my phone is newish, so yeah, I'll have problems with it for a while. And dips on off, you say, will you add other items that you get when you defeat some enemies? The items used to craft weapons, armor, cosmetic. I don't know. I don't know if there will be crafting in the game. I want to keep it simple. Like you can get stuff from enemies, but I'm not sure if you'll be able to like use them for crafting. Um, but maybe you can get like special weapons with quests or something. And I don't plan to have uh I don't plan to have like a lot of well, yeah, I don't plan to have a lot of like different types of stuff. It's just going to be like difference in how they look. But yeah, I want to keep like things simple, like not do a lot of stuff because remember, I'm only one person and I want to do like a fun game that's going to be like open world. I think that's going to take a good amount of time. I don't want to like add more and more time even. And YouTube Enjoyer, you say, hi, what's up, YouTube Enjoyer? Welcome to the stream. How is it going? So here, let's see. We have the current charges. We're gonna set the boss to low stance. Set can move to false, and I think that the set can move. We're gonna need to go here and do set can or we're gonna need to do the yeah big guy movement script. Big guy movement script dot set can move, and we're gonna set it to true so it can move again. And need to say one person, I'll remember that. Dude, I'm one developer working in this. And YouTube enjoyer you say, nice bro, what are you doing? I'm doing a game. I'm currently working on a boss for this game that I have been working on for I think some months now. So it's a magic game. You are this little fella here. And your objective is just well, if you do control, you're gonna get this menu showing up, and you can do arrow combinations like down, left, left to get some spells. So for example, down, left, left gives you this one. You also have with left, up, up, left. You have this one that makes enemies slow down, which is an ice spell, and we have a fireball one, and we have this stun one, which just stuns enemies, doesn't let them move. So yeah, that's what I'm doing, and currently I'm working on like making this boss like actually behave like an enemy. But we're just getting started, so probably I'll be able to have it working next week because we're like just starting. I just made the model yesterday, or no, the day before, and yeah, we're just setting everything up. And YouTube enjoyer, you say, I like to play it when it's ready. Well, thank you. And if you want to try it now, there is a version that you can try for free. In the second link in the description, you'll be able to see all my games, and the first one there is the game here that you can see. So if you want to try it, it's for free. So YouTube enjoyer, you say, best wishes, keep going. Well, thank you very much, and see you next time. Bye bye. She's you say, Roman, you forgot that Nick is in your basement again. Oh, right, right. And dips on you say cosmetic then or cosmetic when I guess you try to say. So when we have enough I think it's gonna be probably some months before we start adding cosmetics. Okay, so now let's see. Let's go in here and let's do. Okay, yeah, we have the low stance timer. We have to set the can move to true. We should be. Hmm, yeah, we don't actually need to do this. We just need to tell the big guy movement script to set low stance, and we're gonna set the low stance to false. And here, when we set this to low stance, we need to do not that set can move, but we need to do big guy movement script dot set low stance, and this is gonna be true. So on true, what is it gonna do? On true, set low stance is just going to uh, put this to low stance, and set the can move is going to be equal to the opposite of the value. So if I say, okay, set the low stance to true, I'm going to set the can move to false. And lock rotation to target is going to be equal to false. So it's not going to be like even, it's not going to be even rotating. So let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Like our ideal setup for this would be like the brain controls every uh like it controls the times for everything and controls the when things should happen, uh but it's just going to tell the other scripts what to do, or when to do stuff, and the other stuff, or the other scripts are just going to execute the orders of the brain. All right, I think here, well, it's not behaving correctly at all. Okay, so here's chasing. I know it's chasing, but sometimes it's just not updating its velocity. Sometimes it just doesn't update its velocity. So let's see what can be happening here, because I guess this could be a problem with the fixed update. So if current charge state, yeah, we're gonna charge, but we also we want to set the position to which it's gonna go to. And Nick, you say I clutched the charger, so you got it. You got it. Okay, let's see. This happened while charging. Resets the value back to normal and make it walk again. If that's the case, awesome. And how did you get in? How did you get in? Don't tell me you broke the window or something. All right. So current charge state set to none. Can move is set to true. Yeah, we're setting everything here. I don't think. Are we calling this somewhere else? Are we calling the set can move? Let's do set can move. And I don't think I'm calling this anywhere. So I'm gonna delete it. Because I shouldn't be touching this, or I shouldn't be setting this anywhere else. Yeah, I shouldn't be setting that anywhere else. So yeah, can move can stay like that, and it's not going to bring me any problems to the other scripts. And Jack Black, you say, do you want me to do some designs for your game? Well, no need to. If you want to go ahead and do it anyway, like I'll gladly see them. But for now, we're good with the designs. We're good. But thank you anyway. Well, if you still want to do some concept art or something, like I would like to see it, but it's not need, no need. And Nick, you say the keys got back. She was so angry that I needed to come back, as if it wasn't her fault. Well, at least you have your charger, I guess. All right, so here, charge speed. Let's set it to, well, we don't need to set it to anything too big. Let's do, let's just do 50. Let's see if 50 does it for us. Because I think our main problem here is that on the charge setup, and Jack Black is saying, yeah, concept arts are going to be fun. Oh, cool stuff, cool stuff. Yeah, I think when we are charging this, or sorry, when we're setting up the charge, I don't think I reset the velocity properly, probably. That is the problem, I think. Let's do the charge speed. Let's set it to 50. Let's save, and I need to make sure that when I make this guy charge, it's, or sorry, set up its charge, it doesn't like slide. So I need to set the velocity. Yeah, but it's kind of working, kind of. We're getting closer. Yeah, it's just that when he's on charge setup, he like basically gets very weird. And I think it's just because of the base velocity not being set properly. And Naomi Salvatore says, cool game. Well, thank you, Naomi. I really appreciate it. So yeah, I think it's just when, and welcome to the stream, by the way. Welcome. So here, let's see. Because I think I need to set the motor base velocity to 0 when I go to setup, and also make it 0 when like after when I get to low stance. So let's do this. Let's do set low stance. When I set low stance, if value is true, I'm gonna do motor that base velocity equals vector vector 3, that's 0. So 0 on the x, 0 on the y, and 0 on the z. And also in charge setup, I should be doing that. So I am doing that. I would like to see the base velocity, or I would like to display it. So I'm gonna do in fixed update. I'm gonna do a debug.log here. Debug.log base velocity. And I'm just going to do here motor.base velocity. Let's see, let's try this. And Naomi Salvatore, you say, what's the hardest part of code, animation, and build? And I would say the hardest part is like making AI. Specifically, navigation for me is a little bit hard. But otherwise, like it's not like, it just takes more time. Like you have to make sure that everything is working, interconnected and whatever. But yeah, I would say that and you're always gonna have like something that you don't know how to do, and you're gonna like, or something that you haven't done before, so you're going to have to figure that out. But it's pretty engaging. And tell me, Naomi, are you into game development, or maybe into art, maybe, I don't know, some other type of programming? Tell me. All right, so here, let's see if that solves our little problem with it. And okay, it is setting to charge setup. Now, it does its charge, the charge works, and it's just the setup that has me a little bit worried. Yeah, because he can, like, charge, I guess. Yeah, but the base velocity doesn't get set properly. Yeah, we still need animations. Because this is gonna look very awful if we don't have them. But for now we're good because remember that I still need to rework the whole animation system. So yeah, for now we are kind of good. We just need to make sure that this guy doesn't slide. And Naomi, you say, game name, by the way, I want to visit sooner than ever. So it doesn't have a name right now. It's just called Wizard Game. But if you want to check it out or like yeah, save it for when it gets updates. You can go to the second link in the description, and there you'll see like all my games, and you can go to the Wizard game and like you can try it out, the version that's out there, and it's for free. So feel free to try it out and tell me if you have any recommendations or problems with it or any suggestions, and I'll gladly take them. Okay, so back to this, because we know we are setting the base velocity, and I want to see on here all of these messages. Well, I only want to see this on low stance probably, so not all the time. And let's see. Yes, I think these errors that I'm getting is because on the map I maybe forgot to. What were those errors about? I don't know. Let's see. Let's see. Let's get in here again. Yeah, so on charge, I do that. On charge setup, well, I could do a switch here. Instead of this, I could just do a switch. And now you say, is this from Roblox? No, it's not from Roblox. It's like a um outside of Roblox. New gift dropped on self promo. Let's see. Let me open Discord because I didn't have it open. Yeah, we could do a switch here. We could do a switch, but let's see. Maybe I'm overriding something with the fixed updates or unfixed updates. Just move to target. Move to target does set the base velocity, I think. Let's see self promo. What is this, dude? Awesome. What made you? Is that like a jump scare or something? What made you run that fast? And Naomi, you say you should add a code like redeem system. How? Like redeeming what? And Asnok, you say hi. What's up, Asnok? Welcome to the stream. How is it going? How is it going, Asnok? So let's see. Let's see on and Cheesy say you'll see. It's going to be the outro. Okay, okay. It's gonna be absolute cinema. All right. So I guess we are using the. Let's see where it called base velocity. Let's do Control F. Base velocity. Okay, so that's an update velocity. Mm, and Asnog, you say pretty hungry. I guess you're like pretty hungry. You haven't eaten yet. Um, and Dipson, you say I have to sleep, so bye. And here is another suggestion for you. Can you add that there will be a reward for defeating the boss, like updating the player spells or new spell? Yeah, so you're gonna get like a bunch of experience. Once we have experience, you're gonna get a lot of experience when you defeat the bosses, like so you can like unlock new spells or I don't know if upgrading the ones you have, but we'll figure something out like that. So thank you for the suggestion and bye bye. Take care. All right. So yeah, I think that the problem is here. So on update velocity, I think I need to do an override. I think I need to do an override. So grounding status is stable on ground. I think here, and Naomi, you say, hey, what's up, Naomi? What happens? And Dipson, you say bye. Well, bye bye. Take care. And yeah, so let's do a public virtual void, so we can override it in our other script. And Cheese, you say, all right, I'll go now. Have a good time. Well, thank you for joining, Cheese, and I'll see you next time. Good luck with the video. Bye bye. All right, so we have this virtual, and you say you never see my suggestion. What suggestion did you send? Maybe it got flagged. I did see the last message you sent was you should add a code like redeem system, and I asked you, what do you mean with the redeem system? What would you like to redeem? So yeah, I see the suggestion. Just tell me what you said, or what you're referring to. And Dipson, you say I'll be back tomorrow. Well, tomorrow I won't be streaming, so I'll see you Monday on Monday because I do Monday through Friday. Okay, so fixed update. Let's do. I have to override this. So what do I need to override? The update velocity. Let's do here. After this override, let's do another override. So here it's gonna be public override void, and it's gonna be update velocity. So we're gonna use the base, but we want to say if can move or yeah, if can move is false, return. So I shouldn't update that. And Naomi, you say, oh, it will be it well give you more experience and XP, like uh okay, like after, let's say, some time, it gives you like something that you can redeem experience, something like that, you say. And Nick, you say, I think a scroll item thing that you would pick up would look cool for visualization of spells. Scroll item thing that you pick up. That could work for the. Let me copy that. That could work for the when you get to upgrade your stuff. And Sweet Life Hugo says, "Hi, what's up, Sweet Life Hugo? Welcome to the stream. How is it going? Good to have you here." Oh, okay. I see. I see. Let me add that here. Let me put the what Nick says, scroll item here. And I like the new. I don't know if it's a new profile picture, but I guess you always had that profile picture. Let's see. Here. Um, redeem XP after time. And let's put it here. All right, it's there. And Sweet Love Hugo, you say thank you. No worries. You're very welcome. Okay, so here, if I can move is set to false, I don't want to update the velocity, because if I update the velocity, it's going to make it move. And yeah, we don't want that. So let's see what we have now. So this guy is like setting up, or like just rotating towards us. Or, well, now it's chasing us. Now it's chasing us, and then it stops, and it does a little bit of a charge. and then it gets locked in there for a while. Now I don't know why it's moving that like that. It kind of works, but sometimes it behaves a little bit weirdly, like a little bit weird. But yeah, it looks to us like an old rolled up scroll. Yeah, I think like I wanted to add that. I wanted to add that before. Like in the hub, in the middle of the hub, I plan to have something like that, but we don't have that many spells right now, so I didn't get to like add it because wouldn't have any purpose to be in there for now. But yeah, for sure, I would like to have something like that. And Ninja say, will charge have knockback? I'm not sure if knockback. We could have knockback. And Naomi, you say unsuggested. You could stun a boss with a spell. Uh, yeah, we already have a stun spell. So if you go here, let me show you. So if we go here, we have the electricity spell. Let's go in there. Yeah, if we go in, use the electricity spell against some enemies like this one, we can already stun them. So we have one for stunning. You know? All right. So what is next? Let's see, because I just want to see one more time, like if we are getting this right. And Naomi say, dang, ITQ. What is ITQ? And Aryan is here. Says hello, bro. What's up, Aryan? Welcome to the stream. How's it going? Right, he went flying. Well, it's not a big deal because if he goes flying, oh, well, it is a big deal now because he just stays there. Well, I just want to from the base velocity, I want to remove it. So let's do something different because we don't want to set the base velocity to 0. We want to set it to something else. So let's see. Oh my god, it can fly. Yeah, kinda. And it's like, oh, it's typo. Okay, okay. I get it, Naomi. So, all right. Here when we set the base velocity to vector 0, we don't really want to do that. We would like to set this to, let's read the documentation because I think I can set it to something else. Because I would like to keep whatever we have on the Y, but I just want to apply the X on the Z. So let's see here. So let's go vector 3 docs or unity docs. So let me have fun when I fly. He's flying for now. Okay, let's see. Scripting API vector 3. So we have, do we have one that only works for X and Y? I don't think so. And Naomi, you say, what's that, Naomi? Um, yeah, so maybe we can combine right. Well, it's just gonna be whatever we have. Yeah, we want to keep what we have on the Y. Yeah, I don't think I can do it that way. So let's just do motor velocity is gonna be a new vector 3, and it's gonna be 0 on the X. It's gonna be motor dot base velocity dot Y on the Y, and 0 here. And Stefan, Stefia Lexi, I hope I didn't mispronounce your name. You say IPP. What's up, Stefan? Welcome to the stream. How's it going? All right, so we are gonna do that in here, and we're gonna do the same thing for when we assign the base velocity here. No, not here. Direction, charge speed. Um, where else are we setting this? Where else? Because I know we have one here. We have one here, and there's another one here on set low stance. So yeah, it's gonna be set to 0, but I don't want to set to 0. I want to set to whatever it is on the Y. And Naomi, you say I think you could add a much stronger stun. First a weak stun and a normal stun and a strong stun. Yeah, that's a good idea. Good idea. We're gonna have more spells when we we have like the base spells now, but we're gonna add more. And maybe when you can upgrade them or something like that, we're gonna have like much more powerful stuns. So yeah. Okay, let's see what this guy's doing. In what state is he? He's chasing. And why does he have that base velocity? And Arjun say, bro, you have to make a border in Void so player and mobs can go out of border. Currently, like you can go and like throw yourself at the Void and you're gonna get like respawn where you were before going out of the before jumping. And the same thing happens for every other enemy. So when this guy happens to like fall, it's gonna yeah, you see there? It's gonna get where he was before. Okay, so is this good? And what's the problem with this? He stays like that just because he can't fall. And Nick, you say that's very fun. Well, I know you like it, Nick. I know you like it. You like junky things. Um, and Naomi, you say, how do I be a figure in the top? A figure in the top, like you say some of the avatars that show up sometimes, or or what? Because if you want to get your own avatar in the stream, you need to switch to the horizontal stream. So you're probably seeing the vertical stream, like the one that shows up in shorts. If you click my channel and go to the normal stream, the default stream, not vertical, you're gonna get your own avatar and you can like customize your avatar and everything. And Nick, you said you could add downwards velocity, no? Unless friction messes up the charge, I think it would be fine. Um, yeah, I could add downwards velocity, but I don't know how much downwards velocity I want. Just yeah, and Naomi, yeah, that's all that you would need to do. Like you switch to the other stream, and you're also going to like be able to see everything better. Because it has a different layout. All right, so yeah, this is on set low stance. I want to keep the base velocity, but let's see. I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do something. So instead of making when I do the override here of the velocity, this is already like taking into consideration gravity. So instead of doing it here, I'm gonna do it after. So I do all the calculations, and if can move equals false, then the motor that base velocity equals um that's gonna be equal new vector tree. That's where I want this to be like that, you know? So this equal and like that. So that way I think we should keep our velocity, I think. And Naomi, you say, I think you could add a Easter egg. Yeah, we're gonna have Easter eggs for sure. I plan to add a lot of Easter eggs all throughout the game. And Aryan, you say, bro, it doesn't need to fly. You can make it jump very high in air and slam on ground. No, I'm just trying to make it like charge, you know? So the flying is just a byproduct of this working incorrectly. It's not that I'm trying to make it fly. Okay, set to chasing. Set to chasing charge. Let's see, because now it's not even moving. If can move equals false, motor at base velocity. And where am I setting can move? I want to see every single place where I'm setting can move. So can move equal false when I'm charging the setup. That's good. Can move equals, well, this is for a check, basically. Need to say the fact it flies is kind of the issue, yeah. Say Asnok maybe. So and cool character by the way, cool avatar. You have like a masking going on and stuff. Looks very peculiar. Um. Okay, so here if can move equal false, I'll do motor that base velocity. Let's see, because I think I said the can move. Can move should be true at the beginning. You know, it should start at true. Maybe that's the problem with it being locked at the beginning. And let's see where else am I calling it. Can move, and here if can move equals false, return. Yeah, this is move to target. Okay, that's good. And Aryan just say, bro, my avatar is so plain. Well, you can change it. You can change it. And Roman Blaze Lazy. Dude, you have a cool name. I'm also, I'm also named Roman. Welcome to the stream, Roman. And as you said yesterday, progress of mine. How ready then? And Naomi, you say you should add a boss morph that can trick the boss and you can go free. Like you would need to fight the boss or something? And then you say Romanception. Yeah, 100%. Um okay, so here can move is true, set to true, lock rotation to target equals false. So on charge, it doesn't do that anymore. Current chart, yes. I'm just gonna make everything in here. I'm gonna put it together. And Astok, you say, what? Why not Roman? Well, my name's Roman, so there was another Roman in the chat. That's why I said it. Okay, so yeah, we have the can move in here, and we have one more. So can move equals the opposite of the value. And I think that's it. So let's see if that solves it, because now I should be able to move from the beginning. Let's see, it's set to chasing, so it's gonna try to reach me. It's gonna move at me. Now it's set to charge, and it didn't do the charge. I don't know why. Yeah, it's trying to chase me. Trying to chase me. That's a very weird behavior. Now it's on charge, and it doesn't do the charge anymore. And as you said, yeah, go to the given link, like earn gold and edit your avatar. Yeah. And Roman, Blaze Lazy, you say, well, okay. And Naomi, you say, can you say it again and how to be a avatar in top? You need to, well, you're gonna be seeing this in vertical, right? So you need to go to my channel, like click my channel, and in the channel there, well, I'm gonna show you. Uh, Here, so there are two streams running, right? Like you'll be seeing on the home. There's two streams running, right? So there's one called vertical, and there's one called like just the straight name, like no vertical. So you need to click this one, the one with 5 people watching, that one, and you'll be able to like get the better layout and also appear as an avatar. And Alex is here and says, "Help, romanleco, what's up?" I meant hello. Hello, Alex. Welcome to the stream. How's it going? Uh, Two separate devices. I hate autocorrect. Yeah, I got worried for a second. Okay, so let's resume. And yeah, this is working like even worse than it was before. I don't know why. We had kinda, uh, we kinda had the charge working. Okay. I guess it's because I also need to do like another check because silly me, if I'm setting this on charge, let's see, on charge, I still need to keep the velocity. So if I set it to 0, of course it's not going to move on charge. So let's do also a check for and the state, like current charge state, doesn't equal charge states that charge, you know? And I was going to say Alex, Roman tech tips. And Naomi said, "Hell yeah! Welcome to the horizontal stream, Naomi." Look weird, Lamal. Yeah, well, you can change that. You can change that. And also, I think you'll enjoy it better in like the horizontal stream because like you can see everything better. And Alex, you say I built a forklift that lifts 450 lifts easily in a game called Build a Boat inside Roblox. Cool stuff. And as long as you say, if you can't fix it, fix a bug, just make it a feature. That's the mantra. That's my mantra. All right, so let's press play in here and let's see if this guy got fixed. Because I think now it should be good. Now when it charges, yeah, it gets launched at me. And this is still like being controlled with just a timer. Like it doesn't have a distance. It's just controlled by a timer. And let's see. That's ban this user. I didn't want to ban myself, but I had to. And as now you say, did you say mantra? I mean spell. Yeah. And I like to say, but it doesn't have suspension. But do you have like suspension? Is there a way to add suspension? Nope. Avatar talk time. Okay. And where do you know that? The mantra? That word is like a very like popular or like very well known. I don't know. Like it's like a word or like a saying you repeat in certain like situations. Like Baba. Yeah, I don't know that one. I don't know that one. And Alex say no, the forklift is way too small. Okay, okay. Okay, so update velocity can move equal false. It's for massive warehouses anyway. I see. So yeah, it is getting the charge now. What else? Because I think I could make it um have more speed. I could make it have more speed, but for less time, maybe. Like it's just going to like instantly snap to the position. Let's do on the big guy. We're gonna do charge speed is gonna be like 100, and charge time is gonna be like half a second. Or let's do 0.335. So that's gonna be the duration. A little bit over a third of a second. I think that's a little bit too much, isn't it? And it's just going to like bounce out of me. Yeah, probably. With that much speed, he's just gonna like bounce. And Nikki said, I don't understand what any of you are talking about. Minecraft the best. And Asnog, you say, can we go to other platform if we jump and dash to the other wall? Yeah, you should be able to like do uh, some movements if you calculate it correctly. You can get pretty far with the dashes. Oh, unless you get here. Oh yeah. Okay. So yeah, you can get on the ours too. That's great, true. All right. So I think like that's good. It just should like stop when he gets to us. Should stop when he gets to us. So let's see. So yeah, I mean from the void technique. Uh oh, I don't know. I probably well if you get to like the void and you can't escape it, like it doesn't matter if you do shift, it won't help you. Let's see. So this guy, what's the state of this guy? Is chasing, and he can't get here, or well, I think like mostly it's working. It's just that sometimes it works weirdly. It has a weird behavior. Has a very weird behavior. Let's limit the time, the charge time. Let's put it at 25, 0.25. So for a quarter of a second. Let's save it. And Alex say, romanleco, what do you want me to add to the forklift? Well, I barely know about the game you're playing, so whatever. And need to say, oh, like fall down, need to stand in a valid position to teleport you back. Yeah, so yeah, it's like saving the last valid position you had, so like you can't really exploit it that much. Yeah, and the big guy behavior is the same for everyone. So uh, it's the last valid position. And need to say you can't be stuck in the loop like that, at least not by accident. Now you say use your alt spell on a boss. Well, it's gonna do the same that the other. Yeah, it's basically the same. If I use all the spells on the boss, it works exactly the same as with the other guys. I still have to change the material there because for some reason it's just some parts of the material don't get updated even though it's the same one. Let's see, because I think that's an easy fix. That should be an easy fix. So let's go into the big guy prefab. Let's go into the big guy, and let's let's see, because I think it has different materials on it on different parts of the body. Let's see. Let's go to big guy core mats. Yeah, that's the material. And if we change it here, well, let's first copy and then move. Okay, so it seems that every piece of the guy has the same material, but I don't know why some parts have the outline and some other parts don't. Nick you say yes, Roman, use your spell, don't be mean. And oh, the charge can't get up ledges. It can't get up ledges. Sad, crippled boy. Um, but what could we do about that? Say heart failure. Oh, that's where people chat. Yeah, like it's the on the horizontal stream. Like mostly everyone that's more of a regular viewer watches the horizontal one because it's just like better. It's the best stream, or the better one. And Naomi, you say gotta peace. Okay. Bye bye, Naomi. Take care. Bye bye. And as not you say, it looks like silver, dusty silver or rusty silver. Yeah, we need to do textures for this guy, but I don't know why. Let's see. Let's change the Fresnel color, because this is what's making it like glow and stuff. And yeah, first before changing it, I'm just going to copy this and let's set it to something very easily like very easy to see. So when we have this, like that's how it should look. But for some reason, there's just some parts of this guy that get painted. You know, I'm gonna try and assign this again for if for some reason that just doesn't work. I'll try and assign it for every single piece again. Let's see if this worked. I don't think it's gonna work, but let's see. Oh, he can kinda climb ledges, but it's not going to. Well, an easy way to make this work. I let me try something because I could change the step height so it can like basically go over anything. I have an idea. Make the boss spawn mini earth golems or mini hymns. I don't know. Yeah, I like the idea of having a boss that spawns minions or whatever. But this guy's gonna be like super simple. Like this is gonna be the first boss, so I want to keep it simple. But for another boss, I want to make one that spawns something, or that spawns other enemies. Let's see. So when we get to charge, when we do the switch to charge, where is that? Current state charge. So here we could do grab the motor. And here we have step, max step height. So that's the maximum like height the guy can climb, kind of. And normally happy is here again. What's up, normally happy? Welcome to the stream. Good to have you here. How is it going? And see our mini hymns. Oh, what? Of you ask why is my name like that? No, it's a joke from like years ago. Uh, yeah, you just told me to call you Alex, but sometimes I just read heart failure. So sorry. And normally happy to say, but W game. Well, thank you. And say what you're working on now. I'm working on the boss. Let me show you. Let me show you what this is about. So before I do that, let me set the step height back to normal when we get to another thing. So charge, finish charge. Yeah, this is when I finish charge. I'm gonna do uh, motor max step height equals 1. Let me try and see if that works. Because yeah, we were just doing the big guy charge at us. Like that's the one one of his attacks. So yeah, we get here, for example, and he's gonna start like to look at us for a little bit, like look into us, and yeah, like get there. Now, what if I'm here? That he still can't climb over that. Yeah, he's gonna try and like get close to us. That's the charge. It's gonna look better with more animations and stuff, and still needs to be worked on a little bit more because I don't know if you saw it, but he was like walking backwards. Let me ask him. Can we use short form? I should ask before using. Dude, switch to whatever you want. Whatever you want. I think horizontal is better, but if you want to go to shorts, go ahead. All right. Yeah, go ahead with whatever you prefer. It's just that I think it's just better in horizontal, but whatever you prefer. Um, yeah, so that's not going to solve it. That's not going to solve it. Because here, yeah, if he gets here, he's gonna just slide. On this type, yeah, now it can climb over us, so I should make it like I'm gonna get rid of those lines. Yeah, so here, max step height, let's bring it back to what it was. What was it? Because I think it was 1, but I'm not sure. Let's go big guy. And here we have charge setup time, agent radius. We should have a max height here. Avoidance priority. But it should be on the nav mesh too. So radius height, and it's gonna be here on big guy, open agent settings, big guy, and we have a step height of 1. And Aryan, you say, bro, I have to go. Tomorrow is my last exam. But when is your next stream? It's gonna be on Monday. So if you can join on Monday, that's gonna be next stream. So thank you for joining and best of luck with your exams. And see you next time. Bye bye. And need to say, Roman, can I use the word disestablishmentarianism? Yeah, if you can spell it, use it. All right, let's get into this again. In here, max step height. And Alex say, guys say AFK. Who say AFK? Yeah, I don't think this is gonna work as we want. So let's find the step height, and let's not use this. So what I could do is like I could like make it slide so it is You know what? What I could also do? I could, instead of calculating the direction by the target destination normalized and projecting onto the plane, I could have the charge direction not normalized. So let's, or not projected onto plane. So it's gonna try to reach you whenever, wherever you are. Doesn't matter if you are in a position that's higher than him. He's gonna try and go, well, like that. And like for example, if I'm here, I thought that projecting onto plane would do something different. And we're part of the alphabet. We'll see you, Arian. Bye bye. Not the maple syrup. Bye. And Alex say, can someone call me Alex? No, for example, if I'm not here. Oh, if you're not here, like, if you want to keep the stream in the background or whatever, like, it's totally okay, totally normal, actually. Right. So let's see. Let's try this one more time. If we're here and he logs onto us, like, I'm just trying to make it. Its base velocity should take into consideration the y-axis. So let me see what the direction is. Debug and log here, and I'll put a message here. So direction is equal to there, and I'll put the time too, so we can get this message multiple times. Let's see. All right. So should okay, the direction, yeah, it keeps the y-axis. I just don't know why sometimes it doesn't want to like follow it or anything. Because I'm thinking, let's see, let's do the 4. Let me try something. So direction, before normalizing it, I'm gonna do, well, there equals there that normalize here, but before I'll do there equals, or dir dot y times equals 4. Like, it's gonna take it 4 times as high as it high or low as it would do normally. Okay, here, and let's see if I get here. Okay, now it's the time to try. Now it's the time to try. So let's say I'm here. No, still nothing. Still nothing. And we still have to, let's see, if I hit this guy now, you see that just some parts of the material change. And some part of the material, it's like it had other material set for some parts, but it's actually the same one. And we tried to change it before, but it didn't work. Beautiful hate though. I've never seen anyone misspell skivity. Well, I don't like brain rot at all. Who was that? Like, was always saying brain rot stuff? I think it was Home Guy. He's no longer here anymore, but why would your father be angry, Alex? Just because of the sticker stuck me? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Or I hope not. Oh, okay. So I don't know what could I do about this. Because what I thought is maybe like I would like make it go to the same elevation that the player is in. Um, but the thing is, it wouldn't look good. It wouldn't look good at all, and it wouldn't make sense at all either. They're made medium rare. Yeah, going to delete this. I'm gonna keep the projecting onto plane from before. So let's bring this back to what it was. Project onto plane. Because all this is doing is like yeah, projecting the vector onto a plane. Mm, and then I'm using the direction plus or times the charge speed. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. Because well, what concerns me the most is like it sometimes just slides. It's like sliding. Okay, here get some charge, and the charge works half decently. Like it doesn't work. It's not bad, but it's not good either. And it's still when it charges, it shouldn't have gravity. It shouldn't have gravity when it charges. Mm, you know what I'm thinking? I could do a raycast on its feet, and as long as they're well, when it's charging, when it's on charge, I could raycast in its feet, and if the feet are touching something or like are colliding with something, I'm gonna make it go up, so it uh, until there's nothing there on in its feet. He will get the belt, and you know what you're thinking. I know what I'm thinking sometimes. Well, just sometimes. Okay, so let's see. This is low stance. Then why is it? Why does it do that on chasing? Let me see, because I need to know when it goes from low stance to chasing again. I need to see what happens. Wait, when it goes to chasing again. And I like to say AFK for like a minute. Okay, take your time. All right, so yeah, I could do the raycasting, but I want to figure out that before the other thing. So here on value set low stance, base velocity set to new vector 0. Yeah, I'm gonna keep the motor velocity, the base velocity y. Makes sense. Makes sense to me. And well, this shouldn't matter that much, to be honest. Because if I don't have that, it's still gonna calculate it. So let's see. I need to get this guy. I need to get this guy. Well, first of all, I shouldn't be on a conflict there. And let's get very, like, far away from him. And as now you say, IST has passed 30 minutes after midnight. Well, when do you go to sleep, Asnok? When do you go to sleep normally? Okay, the guy can't reach me. I think the navigation is messed up. Because yeah, he's like charging, but he can't get there, or he can't get here. Okay, it is trying its best to get here. I don't know if you can see him. Well, yeah, he can get here, but with a lot of difficulties. And also we have a lot of things happening with the nav mesh. I'm gonna take care of those later. And as you say, it's been 1 week. It's about 5 a.m. But I'm thinking that today is the day. Today is the day that you're going to go to sleep at a regular, like a normal time. Okay, wrestle. Is set to charge. Let's see. Realistically, we are not going to be. Realistically, we are not going to be fighting him in an open space. Yeah, is the chasing when? Yeah, let's see this. Let's see. Is the chasing when I go back to the normal moving? Let's see if they can move is the opposite of the value. So this is gonna do the can move is gonna be whatever opposite. Say Asnok is already past normal time. Well, but better than what you had before. Because I don't know. At what time do you wake up then? And Asnok you say, okay, bye. See you before bed. Going to finish my homework. All right, Asnok. Um, good luck for the homework and see you later. Or, well, if you're sleepy, just go to bed so you can fix your schedule or your waking up time. So, bye bye. Take care. Okay, so here can move is gonna be, yeah, set to false. Let's see again. Charge, return. And as long as you say, I wake up around 8:30. So if you go at 5 p.m., you were sleeping like 3 hours and 30 minutes. Wow. Well, see you later. Good luck with the homework. Mm. Yeah, I'm still like thinking, like I'm just figuring out. Do you see banana man hopping over on the white hot sun? That's my mind right now. Uh, because when I do it, okay, let's see. When I do the charge setup, that's the first step of the charge, and that is good because I don't want to have any sort of movement when I'm charging. But it's just on uh when I change to none. Let's see where I set this to none. Charge states none. Is there It seems like this is the only place where I have this. Charge. Charge states none. Why didn't get highlighted? Current charge state. Yeah, that's after the charge. Can move equals true. Lock rotation equals false. Mm, maybe I'll do. I'll calculate the rotation again, so I'll do update velocity. Maybe that's gonna fix it. After I do this, I'm gonna do update velocity again, because and I need the current velocity. How do I pass it? Current velocity and delta time. Mm, well, it's just gonna be motor, that base velocity, and delta time is gonna be time, that delta time. And what's this? Must be parts with ref. Okay, ref. I think that should do it. Now, you see, no, I'll sleep 6 or 7 hours, afternoon, evening. Uh, silent. This time, no one disturbs. Well, if you really want silence, you'll have to mute the stream or leave for as long as you're doing your homework. Okay. So we have it now. Slow stance, and when it goes back to chasing, keeps sliding. That's what I'm trying to avoid. Chasing, it just keeps sliding. Okay, at least I'm happy that the charge works. But the chasing doesn't work at all now. Let's see, cause maybe it could be related to the brain. Because if I make it go to chasing, set low stance equals false. Low stance timer. Set low stance. Okay, this is lock rotation to target. It shouldn't be lock on low stance. Yeah, let's call it set low stance here to false. And are we setting it to true? Yeah, we're setting it to true here on finish charge. And we set it here too. Okay. Otherwise, I'll just go to chasing. But it's gonna false as long as okay. What if I finished the charge? When I finish charge, I would get. Where do I have finish charge? Finish charge. Oh yeah, that's actually part of the brain, but I got it from here. Hmm. Yeah, this is not doing anything, so I'm just going to delete it. But here, what's happening first? Because I do the update velocity, then I do the can move thingy, so it can actually Follow. It's set to charge state. Mm, I don't think there's any problem with this. I think it's with the base velocity. And I wouldn't even need to. And they just say, "Are we having fun yet?" Not now, not now. But I guess, like I'm just trying to figure this out, and I think we're gonna have a lot more fun once I start like adding effects, um, not just functionality. When we actually get to like animating and adding effects, and I don't want to jinx it because maybe we're gonna have trouble with the animations, but I don't think it's gonna be that bad. Dude, it's just a chasing. And RMG4 says, "Yo, what's up, RMG4? Welcome to the stream. How is it going?" So yeah, let's see. Because the only problem that I see is the when it goes back to like chasing, and probably like I'll need to either make a specific zone for this guy for the fight of this guy, so there's not many obstacles, and also like there's more open space. Probably I'll have to do that because um otherwise he's gonna like get stuck with other stuff. Like he's gonna get stuck. Mm, let's see. So if we get here, yeah, because the charge, I don't think we have a problem with the charge. The charge works all right, and we also need to make like him. It should does like it should do damage to us when he collides with us. So that's gonna be another pain to do. Yeah, let me get rid of those. And good thing that I can't die. Mm, yeah, we need to modify the chasing whenever we get to chasing. Okay, let's see what happens on brain. Let's do uh the full review of what's happening here, so we can discard that the problem is here. And need to say, what's up? What's up next? Mm, yeah, we have current boss state, switch to charge time, switch to charge timer, charges. All right. So on start, we reset the timers. We get the component, so that's good. Nothing else to do there. Now, then depending on the state, chasing, charge, or low stance, we're gonna behave differently. And we're always gonna like to have the target destination. We always want to know where the player is, basically. And now we have the charge, uh, which doesn't do anything. We have the chasing, which is um, well, not doing anything either. It's just making sure that when it gets close to the player, it attacks when it's like close enough. And switch to charge timer. minus equal times reset. And yeah, after some seconds, it just does the switch to charge. So yeah, it's charging. Then it resets the timer. All right, it sets the charge and resets the timer. And then on low stance timer, when does it get to low stance? On finish charge here, over here. Okay, it does current charges plus plus. If the current charges are more than the charges before a low stance, we are gonna do like get into low stance, set the low stance, and current charges back to 0. Otherwise, I'm gonna be chasing. And I guess here is where I would need to do like put this back to chasing, maybe. And Mijo, you say, I'm finally here. What do we have? What's up, Mijo? Welcome back to the stream. We have problems. That's what we have. No, but we're getting closer to having the guy functional. Let me see. Low stance is when he gets like he's gonna like basically drop or do some sort of pose where he's gonna expose his core, so you can hit the core. And if you hit the core, you're gonna do like more damage. Like it's gonna be stunned for some seconds. That's it. Let me show you what we have, because we have gone far in making the charge. It's just that when it goes back to, yeah, you see it locks into us and it launches at us, which is fine, but sometimes it doesn't work. And also, more than that, the real problem is that when it gets back to chasing, like it slides a lot. Here, that's where it gets to, yeah, when it goes, when it gets back from low stance, I think something gets messed up with the chasing. Here it works well. Then charge, it does its charge, gets to low stance, so it's gonna drop for some seconds. It should be more. But here on chasing, it's having problems again. And it's mostly just because just when it switches from being on low stance. Like I think after being on low stance, maybe something else should happen that's not happening, or that I'm not making happen. So here, boss states, chasing, set low stance. True. And here, and Nick, you say he has like no friction at all. Yeah, no friction. He's like just sliding. Big boys on ice. Exactly. Um, there's another way I thought I could do this. Say, wouldn't that be a RV collider thing then? The him being on ice, like him sliding a lot. Um, well, yeah, it does make it work that way, but the thing is, I think it's a thing about velocities, like where it's going, because it doesn't matter if it slides a little bit. What matters is in which direction it's going, you know, because he's like sliding backwards, and he shouldn't be like going backwards if it's chasing the player, you know. Current boss state, yeah, boss chasing. I think here, well, what should happen? Because yeah, I finished a charge and I just go back to chasing, but it should be handled here on big guy movement. And Nick, you say, wait, the AI walking back is the problem or what now? Yeah, that is the problem. That is the problem. And Miho, you say, what if you do the portal thing and apply a reverse force to him? Um, a reverse force? But why would I apply a reverse force? Like I first would need to know when will I have to apply it, you know? Because it should move towards the player. Okay, charge setup timer. Well, let's see. So we are skeleton movement is the problem. What if you reset the agent every charge? How costly is that? What if I reset the agent every time? Mm, it's just one enemy. It's not going to be that costly. But I don't know if the agent is a problem. Let me see. Let me see. Because I know the problem. Like, let's do one more check. But I think, like I'm almost like 90% sure that the problem happens when it gets from low stance to chasing again. Okay, you know what? Before I try that, one thing we could also do is that we are controlling the sliding in some sort of sense, because we could do, yeah, we are controlling the sliding in some sense because we can do here, and when we finish the charge, so here's where we finish the charge, we could just do this, like motor, because the motor is what controls the velocity. So base velocity is going to be equal to motor, um, or it's going to be equal to new vector 3, and we're going to set this to 0. We're going to keep whatever we have on the y, motor base velocity dot y, and we're going to do 0 on the z. So it's gonna lose all its velocity instantly instead of sliding, because the sliding happens because it's trying to keep his momentum, and it's fine for mostly everything, but if we want to have like a lot of control over it, we can just do that, I think. Yeah, that way it doesn't oh, it can't follow us here. Well, we'll need to find a place where we can fight him, because it wouldn't be, I think it shouldn't be in every single place that you can fight him, because not every place is like suitable for fighting him. Because if he gets here, for example, he can't, like, he gets shy or something and he doesn't want to come here. Yeah, I have the morph zones, but the thing is with the morph zones, even though they are they define an area. For example, if I were to put it in whatever morph zone, I would be here, like having to fight him here, and I could just get here and basically abuse him, uh, get from here to here, and just fight him like that way. And he can't get to me basically because he's so slow. Yeah, that's the problem. That's the problem where he's sliding like that. You say, won't one be active during the boss? Yeah, well, one will be active during the boss, but I need to find like which ones are gonna be suitable for or fight. Or I could just do that a zone spawns in a new place where you're gonna fight this guy, you know? You say big boy needs to big jump. Yeah, that's the other option, like making it jump and like fall and try to like land in your head or something. I guess that would work also, but I don't know. He needs to be able to actively chase the player across gaps. This legs needs exercise. Yeah, of course. It's gonna need to work out. And Nick, you say you make the boss limited to one, and if a boss wave is next, just force the zone to be there. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I could do that. So it's just limiting the zones where it could spawn. So for example, this would be a good spawn. Like I know we have a zone here, and I can see the this little point here indicates there is a zone here, and it roughly covers until here. Like that's where it gets cut off, and I guess a little bit of here too, just a little bit of here. So I guess that's a cool zone. Then this one would be ideal, I guess. This one would be ideal. I don't know about the other ones because maybe in here too. Like this is a pretty nice place to have the fight in. But okay, let's get to fix this guy because I need to find. And Nick, you say yeah, the ice one looks good because it's at the top. Yeah, and it's very like clear too. Like there aren't many obstacles either, and you can either make a new arena for it or just tweak one area to make him hard to exploit. Yeah, I think well both would work. I wouldn't mind making another area for this guy to for you to fight it, but I don't think it's needed. Like there are some places already that you can fight him in. Okay, so let's go into the set low stance. Set low stance. What are we doing here? It's just current charge state. We're setting to low stance if the value is true. Otherwise, we're setting the charge state to none. Yeah, at least for now, it's not needed. Yeah, I think for like when we get to the real game, like the real release, probably for every boss. I don't know if for everyone, but like each boss will need to like have its area. Like in Elden Ring, they do that. Like not every boss is going to work everywhere. Like there's just some bosses that are bound to one area for some reason, you know? So yeah, at least for now, it's not needed. Yeah, and Mijo is a new arena island floats up from the ground when it's time. If you plan to add it, that's a nice idea. That's a nice idea. I don't want to do it because it's gonna take me a lot of time. But I could do it. I could do it. Let me put it here. Feedback and new arena shows up for the big guy boss. I'm still not sure, just because it would take a lot of time, you know? But it would be cool. Very cool. Okay. Getting back to our mystery here. You know it gets you know it's hard when I stand on my chair. Okay. Let's go line by line with this. You say I mean just animate a copy of it going up and down and disable the colliders. Or don't. Wouldn't mind a flying thing for the fun of it. Yeah, I think like the cool thing about using the kinematic character controller is that whatever you want to have moving, whatever platform, you're gonna like basically stick to it. Or it's not like you're gonna stick to it, but the physics are gonna work like they should. Yeah, intense programming time. So let's see. Because here I think we would need to do other thing probably. Yeah, can move set to this and low rotation to target. Charge stays set to none. And do we need to communicate this to the player or to the brain? Because I think we are setting it. Where am I using this? Mm, finish charge. Okay, I think maybe the problem is that I tell the big guy brain to finish charge and it sets this to low stance. But I don't know. I think I'm missing something. Dude, I'm missing something. I'm missing something. Because what will happen if this gets to yeah, what will happen if this gets to low stance, for example? Charge, else, if, charge setup, return. Oh, well, fixed update is still running. Fixed update still running. Mm, let's see. Let's see, because I think this is gonna like basically get rid of some of the our stuff. Let's see. If the charge current charge state equals charge states dot none, but it's gonna be set to none every single time. No, because this is gonna be on low stance. Yeah, low stance. Low stance. We just want to return, but we want to keep the movement on the Y. And Miho say, I remember clipping the wizard through a ramp once just by like 20 enemies attacking me into it. Unity has great physics, do not question it. Yeah, you can do crazy stuff with it. Like it has like the kinematic character controller does like a collide and slide, so like they can like push you. Nick, you say why is low stance a charge state? Well, the charge state is not like just for charges. It has just a bad name, just a bad name. I need to figure a way or figure out a better name for it. But yeah, I guess I could just like call it states. Okay, let's see. Yeah, the guy follows me. Well, the first. Yeah. The first 3 times, it works fine. It's after the first 3 times. You know, it gets after this, it's gonna get like stunned there. It's on low stance, and after it gets weird. You know, But it's just like one time over, like when it gets from low stance to chasing. Then it gets there, and that's where the problem comes in. He needs to recharge. Yeah. Uh, let's see. And Kumud, you say, "Hey, very amazing, cool developer." What's up, Kumud? Welcome to the stream. How is it going? And Nick, you say, so it's something stacking then. You're adding something instead of setting and forgetting about it. Yeah, I think that's the problem. And if it's working the other times, it's probably being set correctly after the charges. So let's see what we have on the charge setup. On the charge setup, we just have the lock rotation to target. We have can move. We have charge setup timer and current charge state charge setup. Okay. Then what? Mm, you know what? I shouldn't be handling any sort of state here. The states probably should be on the brain, you know? And Kumut, you say, just came back after doing some of my homework. We'll do some after watching your stream and check on Big Guy. Well, let me check you, or let me show you Big Guy for now. Because Big Guy has had some learning, has had some improvement from yesterday, but still missing a lot, or rather, is getting a little bit of trouble sometimes. So yeah, he gets here, locks onto us, and he does a charge. He still doesn't damage us, but we're just trying to get the basic functionality happening. Yeah, he does that charge, and after some charges, he gets stuck, so you can attack it. But he needs to stay there for longer. And when he gets back from that low stance, that's where the problems come into existence. But everything else is working fine. Like he's following us. He's doing the charges, and it's just when he gets here, the next movement he does, basically is doing it incorrectly. Yeah, big guy has learned how to charge now. He just gets a little silly after a bunch of them, after a bunch of charges. Okay, so let's see. Where else are we doing stuff? So on charge, the only thing that happens on charge is maybe we're resetting something that could help us. Current charge state. Yeah, the states don't really change a lot. Can what you say? Bro charges his silliness while doing his charge. Yeah, that's the thing. We need to tone down his silliness. Okay, so yeah, we do the can move, lock rotation to target equals false. Um, yeah, this is on charge. All right. Then we set the velocity and we do the finish charge. So I don't know why he freaks out so much. Resetting the agent is all I got. Uh, but if it were about resetting the agent, like we would have more problems with it. Like it wouldn't even walk, I think. And Kumot, you say Roman starts looking confused. Yeah, something big has gone wrong. Yeah, I always look confused to be honest. A little bit confused every day. Okay, so in here, it's not related to charge timer. Maybe finish charge, but we shouldn't be setting finish charge. What's happening on finish charge? Set low stance. True. It's either here on charge or it's either here on charge or in set low stance. And Nick, you say unless a misspelled word is something big gone wrong. Uh, I hope it's not. I just hope it's not. Roman charges his confusion by drinking water. Yeah, if water is what getting me silly or my confusion, I should stop drinking water then. And Miho, you say, how does it one safely disable a navmatch agent? Well, you can do this. Like, let's try what you say. Let's try what you say. Let's give it a try, because maybe I'm being too stubborn and I'm not hearing what you're saying, Miho. So where should we do it? We should do it when we set the low stance to false again, right? Because we do have a nav match, we have a nav agent, and we could do for our nav agent. Um, well, the thing is that the nav agent itself, it doesn't it doesn't move the character. The nav agent only calculates the path, because every single movement is controlled by the motor, not the nav agent. The nav agent does nothing but calculating the path, you know? So that's why I thought it wouldn't do anything, but I'm gonna do it anyway. And Sharkwave, you say hola to chat. What's up? Sharkwave, welcome to the stream again. Welcome back. So yeah, let's do that. It should be something like well, we can recalculate the path, because if you do nav agent dot enabled, it's false, and then you do nav agent dot enable is true. That's a proper reset, I guess. And you can also do nav agent dot warp, and you're gonna warp it to the motor that well, here it has not a velocity, but it has like a transform, or not like a position. It's get position, or there's a way to set position and rotation. Yeah, transform that position. That would be like full reset, full reset. And track review say fun fact. I just say hola because I prefer it over hello. Whatever you prefer. I think everyone can understand hola too, so that's great. And Kumut, you say, yes, Roman, so true. Don't understand anything, but the guy's cool and confused, so I'm not in agreement. And Miho, you say, also, have you checked in Navmesh view that his Navmesh isn't the one going backwards? Let's see that. Let's see that. Where is he? Where did he go? Yeah, he's gonna have a little bit of trouble when we start, just because we are not on the Navmesh. Like the position is not on the Navmesh. Okay, he's here. I'm gonna pause. I'm gonna make it slow mo. that I love being able to pause uh with the escape menu, like with the menu. Yeah, so if we go into big guy, let's resume. Yeah, okay, that's good. I'm just gonna pause it when, okay, low stance. Now when it gets back to moving, where is the nav mesh or the nav agent? The nav agent stays the same, stays in the same place. You know, and it's sliding towards like I don't know what, but then it gets fixed. So there is something fixing it in the next charge he does. In the next charge he does, he is setting something back to normal. Hold up, Roman started in Minecraft X-ray. Ah, shit. And the agent might be doing that because it is big. But he's not like doing anything weird. Like he's not um like I think the nav system is like made for like if you want to do a very big entity or like enemy or whatever, you should be able to do it, no problem. It's made to do those kind of stuff. You just have to make sure to bake its nav mesh properly. Yeah, so I think the nav mesh is not the issue. The nav mesh is not the issue. Okay, charge states none. When we set that to none, um, or actually in charge here, or let's see, because when we get back to normal, maybe the charge setup could also have something. Either the charge or the charge setup could have something that's resetting this. So here, lock rotation to target, can move, charge setup timer. I don't think it's gonna be the charge setup timer. And Miho always say, wasn't there a way to view arrows for the agent? Um, yeah, I think you can. I don't remember how. I don't remember how. Like now I have it set up so you can see the path that he's taking in the nav mesh, but I don't see I don't know about the arrow. And I don't know if it's gonna show up because I don't have like I'm just calculating the path, but I'm not actually making it move. So it doesn't the nav agent doesn't really move. And Sharkwave, you say, you should make a failsafe if the game crashes and tells you what's broken by an AI quickly scanning at the code for testing purposes. Honestly, that would be too complicated, but could help by CMP. What's CMP? Copy and paste for the future. Uh, yeah, like I could do like just logs. I don't think it's AI would be needed. Like I could use AI to examine the logs. But you can just do logs. But that's a good idea. Yeah, just putting the logs in an AI would work too. Okay, so mm, let's see what we have in the nav match agents. Priority 50, auto reverse, auto repass. What about the other enemies? if I go to, let's say, the uh, Madhuri Devi says, "Hi, what's up, Madhuri Devi? Welcome to the stream. Hello, how is it going?" Let's see if I go to the other enemy, like just the regular enemy. I want to see the settings he has on, for example, this guy, on the nav agent. Just he has, yeah, pathfinding, auto traverse, off mesh links, and auto repath. And we always say I don't get half the things printed in Phasmophobia logs. I'll need an AI to understand that. I think it could be like just highly contextual to, like, probably the developers would know better. Okay, and Arya Musk, everything. Okay. Yeah, it's not like made for you. Like I think that probably the developers would know what to do with the logs or how to interpret them better. I don't think like even an AI would be able to get everything because it's yeah, like just contextual to the project. And Kumud, you say, what are logs? So when, for example, you're playing a game and the game crashes, you can like the game is gonna save in a folder in your computer a text file that has like registered in text everything that has happened until the moment it crashed. And that helps the developers because you can see like everything that happened before the crash. So that way you can see how to fix it, what made it crash. And Kumar is here. What's up, bro? What's up? You say, bro. What's up? How is it going? It's been a very long while. How is it going? How are you? And Nick can say, devs can choose to leave messages of how the games are going. Yeah. And you say, please tell me One Piece is real as loud as you can. I'm not gonna scream because my family is here, but One Piece is real. Just so we know, just so you know, I'm real. How is it going? How is it going? You're fine? Well, I'm very, very glad. It's been a long while. Uh, you see, still haven't started game dev in a few months, so I don't know crap right now. Just because school simply exists, so sorry for the inconvenience. No inconvenience at all, Shockwave. Not inconvenience. Say, okay, sorry, no problem, bro. Okay. So let's see. Yeah, charge setup time. I don't know if this is the problem. Let's see if, but this only works on setup. And Kumar, you say I subscribed you. Well, thank you for the subscription, Kumar. Really appreciate it. Um, let's see, because we have on fixed update. Let's see what we have on fixed update. So on charge, we're gonna use charge on return. So yeah, we don't want anything interfering with the charging. On charge setup, yeah, I don't want it, I don't want this line. And Kumoti say I'll be leaving for now. We'll join soon. I have to continue my homework. Well, no worries, and I'll see you later then. I'll see you later, and good luck with the homework. Okay. So here, current charge state, charge setup. I just do. This is basically the timer, and what am I doing in the timer? I'm just logging into, yeah, know the direction to charge at. So this is setting the direction, base velocity. Mm, so if I'm set to none, If this is set to none, then I would just go to fixed update right away. The base of fixed update. On fixed update only does. And Roblox YouTube Hacker says, "Yo, what's up, Roblox YouTube Hacker? Welcome to the stream. How is it going?" Uh, so yeah, fixed update only does move to target and enemy animation handler script set entity moving. On Roblox YouTube Hacker, you say what code app you use? VS Code or other apps? I'm using Visual Studio Code. That's the one that I use. And are you into game development or any other kind of development? Like, I don't know, AI, robotics, websites. Are you into some of that? Or maybe into the arts? And Charco, you say, Roman, if you could get rid of one of the most frustrating things of game dev, what would it be? Um, would be having to structure having to structure your files. I think because once you if you know how everything is structured, you're not going to have that much problems. But once everything starts like being interconnected and it's like uh yeah, like the architecture part is the most, it's not frustrating, but it's the hardest too. Like interconnecting everything and not making a mess. Okay, vector, direction, target, destination. Yeah, dude, I'm stuck with this one. I'm stuck with this one. Uh, that's easy. Just one file. Just one file. Yeah, you're gonna have a nightmare. If you use one file, it's gonna be a nightmare. Okay. So can move like the indie-gamedev. Like he had a file with like 10,000 lines where he controlled a lot of stuff like that weren't interrelated. Okay, there is something I'm not setting. Dude, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. But there's something that I should be setting on here, on chart states, for example, that I'm not setting. And the thing is the only place that I see this happening is on like basically charge timer. Quote 4. What's quote 4? And Mijo say I'm looking at 700 or 1750 plus line code right now. I can get around it just fine. Uh, wow. No, dude, I think for me, after 400s, it starts like becoming a hassle. You can still like divide it in regions, but still, it's like a super large file. Like the animation handler that I have is like 600, and it's already like complicated to navigate. And you can say so. It's here. It says, "What's up? What's up?" You can say so. Welcome to the stream. How is it going? Um, yeah, let's see, cause yeah, it should be either on charge or can move is set to false, return and return. Because we have some movement going on. It's not like we don't have a velocity. We have velocity. And you can say so. You say, I'm doing great. How about you? I'm doing fantastic too. I'm stuck in a problem now. Like I've been stuck in this problem for like half an hour or more. But we have done some progress. Let me show you what we have and what I'm trying to fix so you get a little bit more context on what's going on. And Nick, you said you gotta invent new ways of navigating then. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. All right. Yeah, so this guy can like charge at you now, but after three charges, let me restart because I don't want to get into like fighting these other guys. Okay. Now, so here he like looks into you, and he tries to charge at you. Like let me show you. He looks in and tries to charge, and yeah, it works until it doesn't. Because after the first or after the third, it should get you a moment to like attack him. And by the way, I'm gonna make that moment larger so it's like easily noticeable. Charge time, charge speed, charge setup time. I don't think I have it here. It's on the brain probably. Switch to charge. Low stance time. The low stance time is gonna be, let's make it like 10 seconds or something. Next up, translating it to Kumi form. Yeah, we'll see about that. Okay, yeah. So he does the charges now. He does do the charges, but after the third one, yeah, he's staying like that just because in that place, like he's gonna have an animation where he's gonna stop attacking you and you can attack him. And after it goes back, when it goes back from that, that's where I have the problem. So it doesn't really walk towards the direction it should walk to. And Morning Left, you say hello, hello, what's up, Morning Left? Welcome. And you say, I hope you still have the money. What money? What money? Yeah. So after this guy does three touches, he gets stuck there, and the next time he walks, that's the problem I'm trying to fix. So the next time he walks, I don't know where he's going. The money, Roman, the money. What money? All right. So getting back to this, I think, dude, if I can't figure out what is making this not work, I think I'll leave it here. If I can't find it in like 20 minutes, I'll leave it here and I'll try to figure it out with without being here japping. And you can say, so you say, so basically whenever he charges, he staggers for a bit. That's a cool idea. Yeah, that's it. So after three charges, he's gonna get staggered, and you can whatever damage you well, not every damage, but when you hit him in the core while he's staggered, you're gonna deal a lot more damage. So yeah, you can damage the guy if he's not staggered, but you're not going to deal significant damage. Like you have to actually wait for him to be staggered and fire at his core. You know. So let's see. Big guy selection or big guy section. And you can say, so you say, yeah, I just made my first two spells. Awesome, awesome. Um, feel free to share those or like the progress. I don't know if you have screenshots or videos, but feel free to share those on Discord so we can see the work in progress. Well, if you want to. Okay, so charge setup timer. Yeah, big guy movement. Know the direction to charge at. Yeah, because this is not in the brain. If it were in the brain, if the problem was or were in the brain, um we would easily see what's happening. but it's on the movement. And me always say my code like a situation where no one else can edit this code base anymore. Not even GPT. It's just simply too specific with the fixes and has a lot of obscurity. Yeah, it happens. It kind of happened with the animation system. That's why I'm trying to rework it so it's more understandable. And more in life, you say, I meant, do you still have time on the broadcast? Not money. Yeah, I think depending on if I'm able to solve this problem in 20 minutes, I'm gonna continue until like an hour more. Otherwise, I will leave it at like in 15 or 20. In Shark we say, when you have the chance, could you check the meme channel on Discord? Yeah, sure. Give me just a sec. And you can say, so you say spell 2 is fire projectile. Cool stuff, cool stuff. Awesome. And spell 1 is just basic M1s. For the 1 is like air projectiles. Let's see. Let me open Discord. On memes? But I always love to see what's happening over here. Post this cat when the least expected. Let me react. Y'all still on microplastics while I'm consuming microplastics of your grind. I cast itchy balls. What's this? How AI companies feel after 3x the price of RAM? Yeah, I don't want to get copyrighted. More bouncing cars? It doesn't play. And yeah, that's exactly how I feel right now. Oh, okay. It's playing. Uh, when you're navigating through one file of code for a couple of minutes. That's exactly me. That is me. With the bandana and everything. I just need the bandana and that's me. Okay. And let me see. Share with. All right. Let me bring this here. In my life, you say I was learning C# and I learned logic, variables, function, the conditions, loops, basically the fundamentals. All in one day? Dude, what? Well, cool stuff, cool stuff. And you can say, so you say most basic magic system. Well, you start with the basics. Like I know once you have the basics done, it's not gonna be that hard to add new spells. So cool stuff. Um, yeah, I'm like constantly reading the same two pieces of code probably, and I still can't figure out why this doesn't work. Mm, charge setup timer. It's not about the timers. I don't think it's not about the timers. Is let's see. When I get to walk again, like when I get let's try this. I should be set to like chasing again. Okay, let's do this. Okay, does one charge. Another charge comes. And that's staggered. Okay, so after the stagger, when he moves again, let's wait for him to move again. Okay, now he moved. We are on state of chasing on the brain. And I'm gonna go into debug mode. And let's see what else do we have here. Because current charge state is set to none, which is correct. Like that's what he should do. Mm, And Mind Life, you say, I told you that the Gemini learning version is great. It asks me a question, then teaches me, then gives me applications, and when we finish, we review and practice. Cool, cool. Yeah, Big Boy is better than yesterday, but still has a lot to learn. And you can say, so you say, my next spell idea is a machine gun, like a magic circle on the tip of the wand, casting bullets, I guess. This fire, dude, that's awesome. Yeah, I want to see that. And I got out of water. I don't have any more water. Okay, so let's see what's happening here because we have the charge timer and we are the states are being set correctly. So we know at least that is not a problem. Yeah, we're not going to steal his spell idea. We're not going to steal his spell idea. We don't even have like a wand. So we're not stealing that. Uh Speed on attack, normal acceleration, current speed, gravity. Mm, yeah, this is for animation, or is this for, it is for movement? Yeah, that's for movement. Last valid destination, last velocity, normal speed. Um, could it be that my last velocity is being stored? Because if you go to the enemy movement and we search for this is the base from like big guy movement is inheriting from enemy movement. So let's go to last velocity. When I do move to target, current velocity equals last velocity, slow and sharp turns. And where am I setting last velocity? I'm doing it after update velocity. I set the last velocity to current velocity. Let's see if I can set the last velocity to like nothing. And Chuck, if you say I gotta go for today, next time I see you, I will probably join late stream simply because of my school schedule being full again. So in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. What a reference. Bye bye. Take care and good luck with the studies and see you next time. Bye bye. And you can say, so you say, I think I will post my progress on this channel. So I always can remember where it started. Yeah, you can open your own like channel for the game, so you can post all your updates there, or just do it on Whip, however you prefer. But yeah, it's always cool to look back to previous versions and previous screenshots, previous videos. Um, let's see. I'm just gonna try this. If this doesn't do it, I will have to like log the heck in, and I'll finish the stream here if this doesn't work. Last valid or last velocity. Well, let's do this here. Update velocity. Let's do this here. Last velocity equals um, current velocity, right? No, because I need to do basically the same thing. It's gonna be motor dot base velocity. And where else could this be? Let's try this. Yeah, I don't think I don't really think this is gonna fix it. I just have the hope that for some reason this is gonna work. Okay, we have an Asnok. Say hi, I'm back. Well, welcome back to the stream, Asnok. Okay, some charges. Now it's staggered. And after stagger, well, there you have it, guys. It's not working. So I'm gonna leave it here because I'm not doing any sort of progress since like an hour. I will need to like figure out this on my own, um, with a little bit more like patience, with a little bit less japping, and with a lot more concentration. So I think that's gonna be it for today. That's gonna be it for today. Thank you guys. Let me put my background. Thank you guys for joining. Really, really appreciate it. Had fun, even though we were stuck for a lot of time. But yeah, thank you for joining and see you next time. And United States of America just joined and says hello. We're just closing the stream. The stream is just ending. So hello and bye bye. And oh, thanks to all of you guys. See you next time. So bye Mijo. Bye. You can say so. Bye Nick. Bye Asnok. Mijo. Moinlef I think was here too. And I don't know if Chagways is here still, but bye bye. Well, bye to everyone, and see you next time on Monday if you are available. Bye bye. Take care, you guys.